So you bust a drive, you got 80 yards in, and Will, I'm a feel player, right? So I just take the 60 degree and I feel those 80 yards.
Yeah, I know, I hear that all the time.
Right to 5 feet.
I hear that all the time.
Or 45 feet. We're just, you know, it depends on the time.
Yeah, and I think the thing for me is a lot of people, you are a field player. You got to have feel in your hands. You got to have the ability to feel the difference in distance. But I don't want to gauge that somewhere between here and somewhere between here.
Yeah.
So my thing is like, put some markers in your swing, right? So you know a 9-iron goes how far?
145.
An 8-iron?
160.
Pitching wedge?
140.
Okay, sand wedge?
135.
Now,
I need to work on that.
Yeah, once
a
you get
bit
underneath
as well.
that, people are kind of like, well, I don't know about 70 or 90 or 100. So what they'll try and do is figure out a 100-yard shot or figure out a 50-yard shot. And to me, it's like, why not just gauge your sand wedge? Why not just go back to about that 9 o'clock mark or 9:30 or 10, wherever you feel natural for a, say, called three-quarter swing, and just hit 10 shots and start to, let me hit this one right here, right? Is just start to get a feel of what it feels like to just swing with your tempo, your speed back and through this shot, and then measure that shot out. And then from there, that's how you gauge what this distance is. So,
okay.
all right, now we can walk up there, take a look at what that was, but let's just say 9 o'clock with a sand wedge, it's gonna go about 90 yards.
All right, so
rather
let's try
than try and find a 75-yard shot, which makes me have to do something different, I'm just gonna find that yardage, that could be 90, 80, 70, and then I'll use feel off of that. So if I need a little bit more, I go a bit longer, I need a bit less, a little bit short, but you can't just have this being full swing and then nothing in between.
Okay, so what should I try first? I've
Whatever
never done
feels
this.
comfortable to you. What club do you have?
60 degree.
Let's start with sand wedge.
All right.
Take a little bit of loft off of it, and then just go ahead and hit what you feel to be your 3/4 length swing, just a controlled position in your golf swing.
All right.
Brilliant. So how did that one feel?
Good. It felt like a 3/4 shot. It was hit well.
Perfect. So I'd say that was, do it again. I'd say it's about 10 o'clock on the backswing. So 9 o'clock being across the chest, 10 being a little bit more. Okay.
So that was a little bit higher.
Yep.
Okay.
No, all I want you to do is repeat that exact same swing.
Right.
Whatever your position is, repeat it. Okay. Okay. Did that feel about the same swing?
It did. Yeah.
Okay,
Was it
perfect.
close?
Yeah. Let's take another look.
Okay.
Okay. One more. So just show yourself that position, make that rehearsal swing. Yep, not that long, you know, just show, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, there you go. Just gonna feel a little 9 o'clock swing is kind of the feel. Very nice, so those last two landed about a pace away from each other.
Yep.
Okay, let's put one more down.
Okay.
The first one was probably more like a 9-9-30. The next two lengthened out a little bit. So I think naturally you want to get a little bit longer. So yours is to the feeling of a 10 o'clock swing. So just repeat that same swing you just made.
Okay.
Show yourself the position and go again. So once you've hit 4 or 5 of these and you start to see a consistent distance, that's the yardage we're going to go from. Now, what was the speed through that one? Did you feel as much speed?
Yeah, it was quicker.
Okay, and that landed on the other golf ball.
And it hit
okay?
it.
It hit the other golf ball. Right, so now what I want you to do, let's just go ahead and laser, just so we know this yardage, so we can pace it off. Yeah. And repair your divots.
Okay, so it's 87 yards to the 3 balls that hit the same distance, right?
Yep.
At those
so
last
let's
3.
go up there. Let's just take a look at where they exactly landed,
Yep.
and then just see that that's now your new position.
So we work backwards from like, here's the stock shot. We'll figure out the yardage. We don't have to hit the stock shot to
75 or
yeah.
50 or 100. Figure out what you do, and then if it was 87, you need to go 90. Go an extra ½ inch in your backswing. If it's 82, cut it down by ½ an inch.
Yeah. Perfect. Let's do it.
So it was 92 to the flag, right?
Yep.
Your pitch mark is right there, 92. Then you've got 91, 90, 89, 89.
Yep.
So that's a 3-yard gap. Now your first one landed here, probably around about 84 yards, but it was a shorter swing. So the fact is, I just want people to stop trying to hit it 75 and trying to hit it 100. just figure out your position, what you feel comfortable with. If you're tight chested, you might be short here. You might be loose and long and a little bit higher, but get that 1 yardage and swing to that position and that speed, and then you'll repeat it every single time.
So once we have the benchmark of, okay, now I have this 90-yard shot, right? Now I know if I have a shot that's 85, all right, I just need to go a little bit less than that stock shot that I have.
Absolutely. Right? And then if you do this with an L wedge, and you do this with a sand wedge, and you do this with a gap wedge, so now you've got a full one, and then a 3/4, and then you could even go for that sort of half swing. Now you've got 9 distances. But you're not trying to swing it 63, it's just that this club goes 63 when I swing to this position, just like you do with every other club in your bag, right? A full 8-iron goes 160. That's all I'm asking you to do, is just do that with your wedges. Stop trying to be a feel player to a range. It's 87, the feel is that goes 89, I'm gonna take off 2 yards. That's where your feel comes in.
All right, so here's the challenge. Go out to a hole, around 100 yards, right? Grab your sand wedge, do that kind of same shot, that 9 o'clock shot, right? And then come up to the green and see, we all have a dispersion pattern, right? So see kind of what your dispersion pattern, what's the middle, and you figured out your stock shot, right?
Yeah, absolutely, and then just repeat that until it becomes absolutely standard to be able to hit it every single time.
Comment below, curious to hear your 56 degree, that 9 o'clock shot, what did that work out for you? Comment below, would love to hear.